Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the Bayashet the house of David. I'm Ayashetat.
I'm Karatazah.
Coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are the true children of Israel. Salvation belongeth unto you and you alone. All right? Only the elect, starting with the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, will be saved. And then the multitude of the men, women, and children who believe upon that testimony. Okay? We have a lesson for you today. This lesson is going to be you're only a pawn. All right, you're only a pawn in this game. All right, and really everybody is a piece on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's chessboard. Okay, but right now we're talking about the diddler, P Diddy. All right, and all this Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is making known unto the world. All right, what you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans really hold to such a high esteem. All right, the fashion of this world, the things of this world, whether it be from music, fashion, all these false idols that really Jake believes in. Mm-hmm. All right, you believe in these industries and as if they are the law. All right, and these people are really your false prophets. All right, things that they do and things that you believe on, their lifestyle and the whole 9 yards.
Right, they are enemy at the end of the day. Because, as the brother was saying, you're only a pawn in the chess game. Ultimately, everybody's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's pawn. But Diddy is a pawn in the wicked elites, system. All right, now we're seeing him play the position of a fallout guy. What is a pawn? He's always he's the front line, the most expendable.
Right.
The one that they care least to get rid of. Right. Okay, and that's even goes to all you Negro, Latino, Native Americans signing up to go out to the war.
Right. Because here it is, you hold this man to such a high esteem because of his worldly wealth, all right. But nevertheless, his bosses got off, all right. You go think about the person with the island, okay. Think about that casting couch, all right. He has no issues, all right. He knew he had enough money to play and pay. All right, but Diddy, on the other hand, he's an undesirable, but he was set up for the purpose to always have a fall guy. All right, that pawn.
Right. Because where's Jay-Z in this?
Right. He's just a little bit higher.
Somebody else is. They have somebody else to take his position. As soon as he goes out.
God.
If that's what they need to do, or they could do like they did Epstein,
Right. They're
and that story is still left on the open.
They're collapsing. Essentially they can collapse this whole house of so-called black culture. All right. Because we know and understand through the scriptures who your enemy is, Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, and what times we're in. All right, we see the writing on the walls. We understand that Jacob's trouble is a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Right.
All right, they no longer need you to enchant really anymore.
Yeah, because everybody's so destroyed, and it's coming to a time where their wickedness is already exposed. So why are they using the enchantments?
God.
The enchantment's not working because the internet's so, running rampant with all this information. So now it's like worthless to them. They just gotta go be all out wicked.
God.
But going back, even when you go into that Epstein case, when he offed himself supposedly because we ain't never seen the body.
Right.
All right, and we know that in the end, these men, as the scriptures say, are not judged as like other men. All right. So more than likely, he's still, floating around somewhere.
Right.
But so, it was a cover up pretty much. But who did they place the blame on? For Epstein, it was those two Jake security guards.
Right.
All right. See, Jake is easily bought out, and
yeah,
and they know those two guards would take the bag. All right.
And take the blame.
And then take the blame for it, and they had to deal with them.
Right.
More than likely. We just speculate, but it's all it's spiritual discernment at the same time.
Right. And what happened to Weinstein? All right, he's free and clear. He got acquitted. All right, he got acquitted. But here it is. Hey, there's multiple tapes that supposedly Diddy has. Right? Multiple tapes, and he's not going to get acquitted. He's going to get put up under the jail.
Yeah, it's the same story, but now it's
different player.
Now it's a different player, of a different complexion.
God.
All right, and we know what happens through the judicial system to so-called black men.
Right.
All right. Very rarely do they get the same treatment.
Right.
If ever.
But hey, without further ado, we're gonna stop, dialoguing and talking, and let these scripts come out. Hey, just to further prove the will of Yahweh Shai.
And let's get one thing straight. Hey, did he deserve everything and anything he got coming to him? He's been a bad boy.
Take that. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8, and it reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, hey, and this is, did he help forward the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on the left-hand side? All right. He was a pawn for them to continue continue their sorceries and their wickedness. All right, from the music that he helped pushed out and promoted. All right, to the people, his own people.
Yeah.
All right, his own people was continued to be a sellout.
Because you had that one guy come on. I forgot what he was, but he was a small hat. He was out on Breakfast Club, talking about how he was like the head of some music company, but he was just pretty much laying it out there like,
we pay you to promote.
Yeah.
Promote, you get a bonus. And I think it was Diddy's boyfriend, Meek Mills, who said, "Hey, they pay you for wickedness, right? If you rap about negative things, right, you get a bonus. If your album does well, hey, for pushing that vibration of wickedness."
Yeah.
Okay.
They showed you that on they cloned Tyrone.
God.
Yeah. So these celebrities you see, they're low level. In the grand scheme of things, they're low-level witches and warlocks.
Yep.
All right.
Nothing, and it's nothing to be desired. But here it is. Hey, the enchantments upon Jake at one point in time, hey, had Jake sleep.
Yeah, and that, hey, the music culture, hey, everybody tries to imitate, the music in America.
Yeah.
So it goes back to, the sorceries of Babylon the Great reaching these other countries as well.
Yeah. You got Mark,
or Sirach 14.
Oh, Sirach 14, Sirach.
This is Sirach 14 and 3. Riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money?
Riches are not comely for a niggard. All right. You can even say the ER just to make it more prominent and dominant for you. All right. What are the riches gonna do for Diddy now? All right. What is all this money? He just had to pay somebody who's in jail. I think $100,000 or $100 million. All right. He just had to do another payout. Plus, he had to pay his baby mama out. All right. All these lawsuits coming for everywhere. Hey, this man will be drained dry.
And they're using him as a scapegoat.
Right. And where's his legacy?
So,
where's his name? In the mud.
So only two things that happen. They either, using this as a distraction from something else, which they're using it as a distraction anyways, but it's either a distraction from something else that's going on that they try to keep you from finding out, or keep the mainstream media away from, or Diddy did something to piss off one of the elites, whether it be in front of the cameras or behind closed doors.
Right.
He didn't fulfill one of his promises.
Right. And hey, he got an answer for it. All right. He's in the judgment seat of men right now, and still not escaping the judgment seat from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But hey, he signed up for Esau to be his pappy. Okay. He signed up for Amalek to be his pappy. The chief princes of Esau Edom. All right. So now he has to answer. He has to answer for all that he didn't do, or for all that he did do.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
You want me to read down on that, right?
Yeah.
Verse 4 says, "He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul, gathereth for others that shall spend his goods righteously." Right. So hey, this goes really into Esau, but we could use it for Diddy as well, man.
God.
But I mean, more so, it's going into how everything that Esau is hoarding up. All those riches are going to be as I said, the riches are going to be transferred.
Right, because essentially, he's likened unto the heathen. John 8:44. He is after his father, the devil. All right, so he is on one accord, so that's why it can be used, for Diddy.
Yeah. Hey, and you look throughout. If you go in the history of Diddy, before pretty much, there's many instances of him, making sacrifices for people. You had
Mm-hmm.
that Kevin Hart situation,
Yep.
where with the little seance that they had going on in there. But even before Diddy got really put on, he performed at a high school, and there was like, it was like a Travis Scott, concert where multiple people died and shit.
Yeah.
So that very first, concert or something that he threw after he got like a little buzz, there was like, I forgot how many deaths there were, and that was pretty much a sacrifice for him to get in.
Right.
They play by the rules of these devils.
Yep.
I got some right here. Unless you wanted me to read
No,
down
you got
that.
it.
Yeah, let me read 6 real quick, and then I'll go to that. It says Sirach 14 and 5, actually. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they stripping him away, which ultimately how Bashem Yahushua is going to strip the elites of all they funds and all their riches.
God, gonna put them in a low case.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take them back to the base man that they are.
Yeah, but so really what they're doing right now with the economy, they're weeding, they already separated the no middle class. Middle class is gone. You either millionaires or
Right. You're either multi-millionaires because a millionaire is not surviving. He was just middle class.
Because now the millionaires, they had everything that they had going on. They can't afford that same lifestyle. Yeah. In verse 6, it says, "There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness."
Yep. It's a recompense. All right? It's a payment, a repayment for his wickedness. All right? He doubled down, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai doubled down on him.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Righteously.
He constantly thinking like, damn, he want to be where he was at before, like, it's he really going back and and forth with himself. He destroyed, mentally.
Right.
Yeah, but that was the point. Like the how did he get these gains? He pretty much he got it off, taking out or having an evil eye, destruction of his own people.
Right.
He played a part in it.
Right. As he played a part, they came to find out he played a part in Biggie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get right here.
Yep.
So, and with that,
you got it.
He by destroying his own people, like he turned all them rappers and celebrities that went into his mansion parties into moles.
Right.
And that was something he sought out to do.
Right. The destruction of and emasculation of the male.
So now you have all these rappers talking about how many bitches and hoes they got, and they're being Diddy's bitch and hoe.
Right. It should be bitches and moes.
Declaring their sins as Sodom. This is Hosea 4:1. It says, "Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for Yahweh hath the controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh, or of the Most High in the land."
Right. Hey, everybody shuns away from the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and clings on to wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier to accept wickedness than to strive for righteousness, mm-hmm. right? And that's what the agenda that they push is. You can just be you.
Yeah.
All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai doesn't want you to be you. He wants you to be as He designed you to be. You is flawed.
Because they made Diddy like a gatekeeper.
God.
You get some type of status. You got to go to that Diddy party,
mm-hmm.
and seal the deal.
Right. You got to choose up.
As that Cat Williams. Cat Williams was talking about, but even he had to do something.
Right. Hey, and don't think, and as they do these raids on these mansions of Diddy's and other celebrities and everything. Hey, man, those tunnels were there before. All right? Those were there before. That was the old Playboy mansion. Playboy.
Yeah,
all right?
So that was the system they already had going.
Right. And I think a couple of stars owned it before. All right? This whole network of wickedness, all right, has been going on. But they needed that fall guy. All right, it's been too many close calls. Now the whole thing has to be exposed, and this is why more laws are being changed quicker as well.
They probably had him move there specifically, for the reason, even if Diddy knew it or not. It says the deceiver are his.
God.
Man's goings are of the Lord. Yeah, Yahweh Shem Yahushai put this, and make an example of those that run to Esau,
Yep. And matter of fact, those tunnels connected to 4 other houses.
Mm-hmm. So who's living there?
Yeah, who's living there? How many times were those houses sold, and who were they sold to?
Oh, we didn't know. They could have never had nobody in it.
Right.
And been using it for who knows what.
But it was.
Right.
We know that, I believe If I remember correctly, Tom Hanks was in one.
Okay.
They actually had a list. All right, you can look it up. Don't just take my word for it. Do a little bit of research. All right, and that's a cardinal sense. It's not even really. It just goes to further confirm the scriptures are true. All right.
Yeah. So in verse Hosea 4:2 it says, "By swearing and lying, and killing, and stealing, and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. Murdering their own brother. So that's hey, that's he called Big his brother, right?
Yep.
That which but they promoted adultery.
Right. Hey, and
Biggie had that song. What was it? I got a story to tell.
Right.
Where he talked about, I believe, they said that he robbed, or he faked that robbery and robbed that NBA player. I think it ended up being like John Starks, but he was having an affair with his girlfriend. And covered it up like it was a robbery so she wouldn't get it. But so they all guilty of, and the Lord put judgment on Biggie already. Now it's time for Diddy.
God.
Now Diddy's in the hot seat.
And Pac too.
Yeah.
Pac was they said Pac was
First off.
First off, they said he was a serial adulterer. All right.
Well, I mean.
But who isn't in that industry? All right.
Yeah. Well, they all swingers and shit
right.
too.
So it is what it is, man.
Got a little freak ass.
Mark.
All right.
8:35.
This is Mark 8:35, and it reads. It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it."
Right. This is what Yahweh Shem Yahushua requires of you. All right. But here it is. You're not willing to suffer for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Diddy wasn't willing to suffer. All right. As a brother told me, he knows his name. All right. Even though he called the Most High a she. All right. He still knows the name, but he wasn't willing to suffer and be in a low case and come to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua as it is for an Israelite man to do.
Yeah. He was going off too. They had, he was a couple years ago, he was making a rant going around on social media talking about God's a woman. But I swear, if my memory is correct, Saki, if I'm wrong, he did say the name of, Yahweh and call him a woman. Right. So, hey, every idle word.
Okay. You got it. Read to 37.
Okay. It says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?"
Here it was. Diddy was on top of the world. He was on top of the world. In his mind's eye, he had everything. Mm-hmm. There was nothing more he could want. He had that big old trampoline bed thing outside where he could have his freak offs.
Come here, Chris.
Have whoever and whatever. He had people doing and had tapes of everybody doing whoever knows what.
He had the blackmail on him.
Right.
So he could get, them to do whatever he needed them to.
Right. Everything was, everything, he was the gatekeeper. All right? Until the gatekeeper was not needed anymore.
Yeah, that song that Bieber came out with.
Yeah.
I lost my soul at a Diddy party.
Right? Hey, but this it's true. We see it to be true. Because this evidence is coming out against him. All right? This evidence is coming out against the world. It's not just him. He just, right now, is the face for the fall.
Yeah.
All right? Hollyweird is going to get weirder.
Yeah,
and more stuff is going to come out.
It's going to get broken down.
Right.
Because, they got to collapse that and remake it just a propaganda machine that it is. So they're gonna take it down and just like we just watched 1984.
Yep.
That's all you're gonna see. The only thing you're gonna be able to see is what they want you to see. Pretty much that's gonna be your TV.
Yep. Hey, and that's
how
why
they kept on repeating the same shit. They brainwashing you.
And we know we're damn near there
already
now. And they've been brainwashing with the same playlist that they've been playing for the last 13, 17 years.
The frequencies and stuff.
Frequencies.
Then you just gonna get that
rocking you back to sleep and trying to keep you docile.
Because if a lot of old people too, they constantly have their TV on. They're just in the, so they watch whatever news station. I know my grandma growing up, grandma just had the same,
Mm-hmm.
2 news channels on. That's all that's on her TV all day. Whether she asleep watching it or whatever.
Yep, that's all. Hey, just like a sponge soaking it up.
The same message gets played.
Right. Just
repetitiveness.
Just a lullaby. All right.
Yeah. Verse 37: Or what shall a man give in exchange for his own soul? For his soul.
Right, and he gave for his soul. He gave, the fashions of this world. He gave to be the gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He gave everything that he could until he couldn't really give anything, and he was no longer needed anymore. What can he give now? What can he give now to have his name back and to be put back in the position that he was in? There's nothing that he can give. His name, his good name, all right, which he believed was good, no matter how many times he changed it, all right, that good name is defiled and tainted to the point of no return. Okay, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai no longer had a need for you, just as these elites no longer had a need for you. So he made the elite move that peace on you.
Yeah, the elite, one of the elites finally made that phone call, said, Diddy's a no-go.
Right.
We got to take him out.
Time to change up. Changing of the gatekeeper.
They said if we don't give him up, then it's going to be him. Or
Right.
it's going to be you, to whoever they were talking about.
Exactly.
They said, oh, we're not going. Diddy's fine.
Right.
I have him doing a lot, but
he's as it's just business.
yeah, when their system crumbles, they gonna be running around like frantic.
Right.
Says they couldn't catch Diddy the first time. He left his whole family.
Right.
He left his son in the house.
Hey, Jake.
Like bro, that's damn. You ain't gonna let me get a jet or nothing. Can't let me get a helicopter or shit.
Hey.
But it was only a matter of time, man.
Yeah, Jake. They hate you. All right. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter if you're Diddy, Michael Jackson, LeBron James.
It ain't enough.
It ain't enough. And essentially, because they really hate you, because they ain't you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They don't have the bloodline. All right.
Yeah.
So since they don't have it, they despise you.
Like they got the fatness of the earth.
God.
And the sword. So to get their riches, they got to do the killing. They got to overtake shit. They just can't be peaceable. So that's the difference between Jake who can live with the land. He don't got to destroy. He can live peacefully amongst people, get what he need. But Esau gotta
It's never,
kill,
it's never good enough.
Tear shit up, destroy shit. He tear up the the resources.
Drain them dry. Drain the resources dry and leave everything broken and messed up and defiled and lack. All right. Hey, that's why the blood of the earth, the oil, is being drained out of the earth. All right. When there's better technology out there where we wouldn't have to mess with the earth.
All right.
It's lucky. Matthew 19, 6 and 19.
Let me see. I might want to pull this before.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, well, I'll read this. This is Matthew 6 and 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, don't lay your treasures upon this earth. All right. Hey, where thieves can come in and steal. All right. Moths can corrupt it. Anything can happen. Anything can go wrong. All right. What went wrong for Diddy? He was no longer that. He was no longer that that person or that so-called man that was needed.
Well, what does it say? Never trust thy adversary, or never trust thy enemy.
Right. And this is exactly, he put his trust in man. He put his trust in his adversary, his enemy. He didn't put his trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He had all the care for the world and didn't have any care for the word. All right, that would lead him unto salvation. He slapped away the hand of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He slapped away the hand of his only begotten Son. All right? And you know Diddy has traveled around the world, so he's seen the prophets. He's been all around the U.S. multiple times. All right? He lives where our head apostles are. It's one of his homes. But he never cared to turn back. All right, you'll take it through 21.
Verse 20 says, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart also be."
Right, and his treasure was in this world. His heart was in this world. He didn't have the treasure of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He cared not once again. Hey, so he got exactly what he wanted, what he always wanted. He's got a name now. He's got another name. He changed his name multiple times, and here's yet another name. Already selling shirts. Diddy did it. Did I just see? All right. Multiple offenses, to his nation that he has caused.
And now he just a laughing stock, really.
Right.
Everybody making him a catchphrase.
You wanted the name, and you wanted to have a name in remembrance. Now he has a name in remembrance and wickedness. Even more so. Because everybody's been seeing the wickedness of Diddy for a while, but this is just to a whole new level. All the rumors, now it's just being confirmed from all those rumors from years past.
Mm-hmm. And that's really with the whole world.
God.
I have more accounts. I've seen a brother put in the chat, a pastor, Edomite pastor, set up stalls or cameras in the bathroom stalls and
in church, the women's bathroom. How the pastors are coming out of the closet.
Everything, yeah. Because remember what a couple years back there was they got exposed and one of them offed himself, but they just just coming out. It's acceptable to do that in Babylon now. You know.
Right.
This is I got a pretty.
Yeah.
This is Luke 6 and I'm gonna start at 23. It says, "Rejoice ye in the day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation."
Right. Hey, did he for sure have received his consolation? All right. He's had everything that he's wanted for a very long time. What, about 20, 30 years? Almost 30 years. All right. At least 25 years. At least. All right. He's had his the rights, and the masters to all these artists and making money hand over fist. He's had clothing lines, so on and so forth. He's had the wickedness and the fatness of the earth in his mind. All right? Because Jake is low level. Okay? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, as well as the speckled bird whose father's line goes back, all right, that doesn't have Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is very low level. They're just like Esau, Edom. But they're even lower because they have not the ability, because it's not their blessing. It's not your blessing, Jake. So he's thinking of riches and not true wealth. Right? We are poor, but we are rich in the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, in the blessings that were bestowed upon us, our forefathers. But, Jake is impatient. He don't want to wait. He want it now because he clings unto Babylon, a.k.a. Sodom and Gomorrah, a.k.a. Egypt, a.k.a. Rome 2.0, here on the shores of America. All right? You got it. Jeremiah?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to grab this before that. This is Zephaniah 1 and verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the kings and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel." And it says, that's talking about like the leaders. You can liken this unto the celebrities. Today the leaders that are, they have some type of status in Israel.
Yeah.
And these celebrities, like we brought out, they're low level, low level witches and warlock. That strange apparel is like the clothing of Gentiles.
God.
So they latched themselves onto these heathenistic customs, and then even pushed it forth. Well, we got accounts of that in the Maccabees.
Right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said, "Envy not thy oppressor." All right.
It says, "In that same day also I will punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit." So they're doing everything this devil say, man.
Right.
Everything that they've done, everything that this man Diddy has done, it's all for the benefits of the small hats, because that's who's running the music industry.
Right. It was done for the greater good of forwarding Esau, Edom's society, his queendom.
And the Lord's gonna deal with you. So when Esau's queendom comes down, your run is gonna it's probably gonna fall short, before that, unless you make it down into them bunkers with him. if the Lord permitted.
Right. And
You know, to be their gesture.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what you are now. You know.
To further your affliction and your humility.
LeBron, what did Trump tell LeBron? He said, "You shut up and just dribble the ball." You know.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be a so-called activist.
Right.
A black activist. He said, "Shut up," and LeBron was doing the same shit Trump was doing when Trump was saying he was reading the Bible. Brian had I think he had the Malcolm X autobiography. Like, you couldn't recite one line from that book. Both of y'all.
And that's why it continued. They continue, to make mockery of Jake. They continue to laugh in your face and tell you what to do and how to do it, and you still have no rights.
Yeah, go put on a skirt.
Right.
Go pray with some. Yeah,
hold some hands.
Join hand unto hand, man.
Right. So they essentially got you. They got you. They have you in the trick back right now, Jake. All right. They have the 2/3 of the nation of Israel in the trick bag.
Yeah, because they gonna fall, right into. Well, they got them blinded. The Lord blinded them to be followers of this devil. All right, and they got them right when all this destruction come out. They gonna line up like the Goyim
and put them in.
And they're gonna get branded with that MOTB. You want me to grab Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Or is you looking for something?
No, I was just gonna read it in the Zephaniah in the.
Oh, the NLT. I forgot. I was gonna grab that. I got you. Yeah, this is. It actually said. I think that's what I read it in first. Zephaniah 1:8 in the NLT. It says, "On that day of judgment, says Yahweh, I will punish the leaders and princes of Judah, and all those following pagan customs." Yeah.
Hey, you follow after these people. You follow after Judah. You follow after any of the tribes in wickedness. You're going to be judged, but especially Judah. Why? Because it is the head tribe. All right.
Yeah, the trendsetters.
The trendsetters of the nation of Israel and then the world. Okay? So if you follow what this man is doing and you continue to believe on this so-called hip-hop black culture, it has led you to utter destruction. Look how effeminate that the men are throughout the ages, throughout the last 25 years. Look at what hip-hop, rap, gangster rap has done. All right, and can anybody truly say, hey, that they're true? Any of these industry people really say they true gangsters? It's coming out, no. They're a bunch of powder puffs.
Yeah, well, the Lord called, is in Jeremiah 2, he called his people a strange plant.
God.
That goes into that apparel.
You got it. It's like
in verse 9 in the NLT, it says, "Yes, I will punish those who participate in pagan worship ceremonies." And ain't that every concert? Mm-hmm. Ain't that every event that these celebrities have? Their Met Galas and
Bieber said it. I lost my soul at a Diddy party.
So you even had accounts of celebrities eating flesh.
Right.
Yeah,
here it is. We're not saying
not everything is true that you hear, but there's more than one account of it.
Right. Hey, we know you gotta use the world and not abuse the world.
They showed you on a house party.
Right. I still haven't seen that whole house
Oh
party.
yeah, that shit was wicked.
But hey, use the world and not abuse it.
They went into that house and started drinking blood, but it was only a movie. So it says, yes, I will punish those who participate in pagan worship ceremonies and those who fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit.
Hey, because that's blood. You have blood on your hands. All right? All this whole industry, Hollywood industry has blood on its hands. And everybody who's involved, from the screenwriters to the directors to everybody, the actors, actresses, everybody that's involved. All right, because you didn't speak up. You helped further the enchantment of Jake, but also the world, and help or weakness abide and fester. And the sins reach unto heaven through the tell vision. Tell lies to your vision. Through the audio, through the frequencies. All right? The engineers know about frequencies. The music engineers, the audio engineers. All right? All this, is sorcery.
Yeah, that one dude that what is this? XS Triple X Tentacion. He was speaking about that before he died. Before he got took out.
Before he became that sacrifice.
Right.
All right. At least he said, I did it. I sold my soul. All right. He was honest with it.
Yeah, but he was like, when he found that out, he was like, I don't put those frequencies in my music no more. Right. He changes them to different. Which is he still the words and it's just still wicked, but
right. Hey, here it is. Aleister Crowley, Anton Dubé, their infiltration has taken over. All right, and we know, they were only poster children. All right, It's a much more sinister plan that was at hand, and there's a lot higher levels to this game that they're playing. All right, it's a game to them, but because they believe that they sit on the throne as the Most High. You can't play a game. All right, this is your life. All right. Those who have the power in their hand believe it's a game, but it's nevertheless still their life only that they are really playing with, and their soul. Okay, so Jake, better get right. You better come back unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua and repent while the opportunity is still here. All right, you got it, Salaki.
This is Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh. He shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land and not inhabited.
Hey, you will have no cloak for your sins. You will be parched and without. You will remain the dry bones in the valley. All right? If you come not to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That destruction, that lack of all things. All right? Ultimately, the lack of life, the lack of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that living water being in you. That bread of life that is given unto the nation and the children of Israel. You have an opportunity. Don't let it go to waste. All right? All these perilous events for this perilous time to take place. You have all these migrant gang stuff they're talking about happening, taking over. All right, and we know, hey, ultimately, what is that going to be? That's just Judah. It's going to make Judah get roused up. And when Judah gets roused up, hey, there goes the beginning of Jacob's trouble. Right? Then that two sticks, become even more one, because those who came over here, who have migrated over here, of the nation, or who are of the nation of Israel, came forward to be delivered in one way or another, delivered in wickedness or delivered in righteousness, to be a demon or to be a saint through the will and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This word is going to spread even faster and more abundant. It's like it's been brought to you, all right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua brought the congregation here, so this word can finally be pushed out. We're at the end. We're at the end. If you don't see it, hey, just keep on. Stay where you at. You'll have an ICBM with your name on it. Pestilence. Hey, walk over your body as dung in the streets. Adawan or Ratazah. Hey, we be those men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, continuing in the faith. Stand full-heartedly, 10 toes down, praying and calling upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We know this dark day is coming. It is a guarantee. All right? I ain't got nothing else. All right? Lord willing, this was an edifying, uplifting lesson. We want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children, listen, learning, and to the Baya Shit that died the house of David. To the next time, it's men of valor saying Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, Wa Abba, Shalom.
I got to looking at something. I was like, oh shit.